going to do part two of the Witcher live stream that I started, I think, a couple of weeks ago. I know it's been a little while. I've done some other stuff, and I tried to stream it a couple days ago. I did it for like 10 minutes, but I wasn't really in the mood to do it. But I figured, why not? Might as well blow off some steam. So, yeah, picking up on part two. Pretty much think I'll be by myself tonight. Brian said he's going to sleep. I don't think Judy's gonna come through, but regardless, we'll have some fun with it either way. But we will be streaming on Saturday. I'll be playing the DLC for Gladio for Final Fantasy 15. Now everybody will be there for that, but this was kind of just a spur of the moment thing. I didn't plan it, so yeah.
The Witcher's contact in Velen was to be Hendrik, the Emperor's spy. Hendrik was operating incognito in that war-ravaged land. His mission, to gather intelligence about Ciri.
Strange, like dropping into a deep cellar on a hot day. The mist.
Not so fast, Roach.
Oh, come on, you bitches.
Come on, come closer.
Wrong move, Geralt. Come on, got a nice doggy treat for your ass. Oh, okay.
Be gone! Leave me be, whoever you is! Get away!
Calm down. It's over.
Aye, it's over. All's past, never to be restored. I'll not forget that, ever.
Looking for a man named Hendrik, supposed to live in this village.
Aye, he did. No longer. They nabbed him in that hut. If you'd have heard the cries, sir. If you'd have heard how a man can scream, how he can suffer.
Tell me what happened here, step by step.
They took him. Took him all. The sun was waning, see, and the dusk went crimson like blood. Thought to myself, strange, the tones, I cannot hear them. there, save terror through and through. Hendrik screamed. Then he begged. By the end, he could do naught but moan.
Damn it.
Weren't here long, the terrors. Yet the village froze like in the heart of winter.
You in that hut when they rode off?
No, and I'll not set foot there. Never.
Farewell, and peace of mind to you. Tortured him. Maybe they missed something. Need to check his pockets. Trousers are stiff, as if hung out to dry midwinter. Maybe hid something in his jerkin. Damn, he's cold as ice. Nothing here. Should check his boots. Blood, congealed. Key hidden in his boot. Gotta fit a keyhole. Somewhere nearby, hopefully.
Want that.
There's a draft. Gotta be a space under this rubble. Guess I should do some cleaning. Interesting.
Nice little payday.
Ledger, payment for a sack of grain, amount due for a charcoal shipment. Hendrik was masquerading as a merchant. among the ledger entries. Clever. Interesting headings. Missing and wanted. Subject appeared in Skellige. Also sighted in Novigrad. Appearance unchanged. Ashen hair. Scar on her face. Avoids contact with others. Drunken swine. So-called Baron hosted subject at his castle. Or should I say, illegally appropriated fort. Reason unknown. Talked to Baron at Crow's Perch. Clashed with a witch. Subject landed in swamp. Encountered a witch. Conflict ensued. Cause unknown. Find the witch. Talk to the peasantry. Village of Midcopse. Caution advised. I'm being observed. Don't know by whom or why. Unsettling signs. Dog ran off. Water in bucket froze solid. Strange glow observed in the sky. Ill omen, peasants say. Somehow they learned Hendrik was looking for Ciri. Thus the torture. I'm too late. My only leads, the Baron and some witch. Damn.
Go, go.
Oh, hell no. Time out. Let me take down the fucking wannabe arrow.
Come on, come closer.
Say, this is the crazy thing about Death March, man, which is the hardest difficulty on this game. You can die from one hit from a human. But if I'm fighting like an arch griffin or some shit, it does like little damage. I mean, it can still hurt you really bad, but it's nothing compared you take one hit from a human. Still don't get that. I've beaten this game twice already on Death March, but it just still doesn't make sense to me. So you gotta be really careful with these dudes. Anybody else you're fighting, soldiers, bandits, doesn't matter. They can kill you with one hit on this level. Thought I killed you. Damn it.
Pathetic.
Well, that wasn't so bad. Well, since I killed you, might as well rob you. Not like y'all need a need for it anymore.
Go, go.
Blasphemers, dogs, blood, should all be flogged, legs torn from their asses. Oh, sweet boy, have mercy. Take pity on an old woman. Help an old, feeble woman.
What's wrong?
T'other night, blasphemers, pox taken, profane the shrine to Verna the Merciful. Shrine's gotta be repaired, else Verna will take umbrage. Your cows will croak, kitties will be covered in warts, and our dogs will get the mange.
Warts and mange? Sounds dangerous. Fine, I'll help you. Done.
The good gods have sent thee to me. Someone to repair their shrines from this day on.
Look, I already got a trade. I'm a witcher. Restoring traditional roadside structures in wood, just not my specialty.
Fighting evil, that's a witcher's calling. And vandals are worse than beasts.
Fine. I see any damaged shrines, I'll take care of them. Won't go out of my way, though.
Nothing's out of the way in these parts. And the gods will guide you. You look awful.
Hey there.
Buying or just perusing?
Show me what you've got on offer. Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Alright, I don't think I played Gwent and I don't exactly remember it, but I'll try to give you guys a quick works. If you've ever played Yu-Gi-Oh before, you'll kind of be able to see some of the similarities, but how can I explain this? Okay, you see how you have different kinds of cards. You have cards that affect weather. You have soldiers. The symbols in yellow that you see represents what type of warrior they are. If they have a sword, it means that they're designed for close combat. If they have the catapult, that means they're designed for long combat. And then if they have the bow and arrow, it means that they're designed for mid-range combat. Basically, what you're trying to do is, usually the decks have around, you want to have around 25 26 cards, no more than around 27 or 28, because it's not like you get to go in and draw cards whenever you want to. Basically, your first hand, you have about 12 or 13 cards, and basically you want to get your opponent to throw out as many of their best cards as you can, because once you go through and let me see. Okay, I can give you an example. You see how these cards have numbers on them? That represents basically how many points you'll get going through each round. And different cards have different, you have some cards that have special effects, like this card right here. The 5 points will go to your opponent, but you'll get to draw 2 cards, so that way you'll have more opportunities to build the cards that are on your side of the field. And so the more cards you have on the side of the field, the more points that you have, and whoever has the most points at the end of each round is going to win the game. But you also want to be wary of how many cards you throw out, because you'll have to go through at least 2 rounds. So if you throw out all your cards in your first round, you won't be able to have any cards to play on the second round or even the third round, which is the tiebreaker. You'll automatically lose. Pretty much I can show you better than I can tell you, so I'll try to walk through one game to give you guys a taste on what this can, because it's pretty fun. I know it'll seem complicated at first, but after you play a few rounds, you'll see how easy it is. Alright, so at the beginning of the game, you'll have to pick 2 cards you want to redraw to go back into your deck. So we're gonna go with Impenetrable Fog, and we're gonna go with, what's the weakest card? Take this dude. Alright, so you see how the board is set up, where you have the sword, the catapult, and the bow and arrow. That coincides with, you know, the symbols that are on the cards, and that's the only place these cards will be able to operate. Now you have weather cards that'll be able to affect their value, but you know, like I said, I'll show you as the game goes along. So you see how he put out that 2, whatever warrior that is, so now he has 2 points. So now I have to go out and pick a card, ideally that's higher than that number 2 card, so that way that'll force him to start putting out some of his stronger cards. So I'll play it safe and just go with this archer here. Alright, so you see I have 4 points that goes along with the 4 points that are on the card. Alright, so you see throughout another card, another warrior, and that goes with the 2 points he had before, so now he has 5. So now I have to try to top that by throwing out another card that'll put me back in the lead, which will force him to start putting out more cards. All right, you see that that card I just put out there, the one that has the 1 point value. Like I said earlier, certain cards have special effects. So for him, any monster out, not excuse me, this is thinking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Any card that's on that back row gets a point increase for whichever how many of those healer cards I put out there. So I have another one here. If I wanted to, I could go out there and put another one out there, which would give a 2 point boost to that healer and that catapult machine. It won't give it to the other healer, but the other 2 cards will get a boost. Now right here you see that I'm in the lead right now with 24 points, and he has 22. Now, of course, the number of cards in my hand are starting to dwindle down. Now, if I wanted to, I could keep going and putting out cards until he waves his white flag and says that, you know what, I'm not putting out any more cards. This round is yours. But if I do that, I'm not going to have any cards left for the second round or the third round if it goes to a tie, because you're not able to, draw cards, after each round. This is like, go fish or something. So whatever cards you have in your hand, normally that's all you're going to be able to get. Unless you have spy cards you're able to put on your opponent's side of the field that will allow you to draw 2 extra cards. Or if you have the Northern Realms deck, which is what I do have, whenever you win one round, you get to draw 1 additional card. So, different factions affect, how you're able to bring cards back on the field, bring in different effects from your graveyard. But typically, you'll mainly just be working with whatever cards you have in your original hand, because you won't really be able to draw any more new cards unless you have certain cards or a certain faction. So in this case, even though I'm winning, I'm gonna go ahead and pass, which is gonna force him to throw out 1 more card, and he'll win the round, but more than likely I'm gonna win the second round. So let's see what happens. Okay, so he won that round, and let's see what happens in round 2. Now you see how he passed there, because more than likely he doesn't exactly have too many cards left in his hand. You can't exactly see, but the reason that he passed is because I forced him to put out so many of his good cards from the beginning. Now he has to pass because he doesn't want to, throw out the last 4 or 5 cards that he has right now, because he's not going to have anything left for the final round. So in this case, all I got to do is just put out 1 little card. I don't know which one I want to put out. I guess I'll just do this one. And press triangle, hold it, and I won this round. So pretty much I'm thinking that both of us are down to around 5 cards each. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to throw out the spy. Now, like I said before, the spy card, it will go and count towards your opponent's total point amount. But the benefit that you receive by using it is that you get to go in and draw 2 additional cards from your deck, which will put you in a better position to win the final round. So check this out. Okay, now this card here is one of those effect cards I was talking about that affects the battlefield. Biting Frost is an effect card that will drop every card that's in the close combat section, which is where you see the sword and where you see the spy card I put there. Whether it's my card or my opponent's card, any card that's not a special legendary card, which I'll show you at some point later on once I build my deck back up, their points will all drop to 1. So it affects both of us, but in this case, since I don't have any close combat monsters on my side of the field, it works more so to my benefit. So check this out. Alright, you see that the close combat spy on his side, it dropped down to 1 point. Even though it originally was 5, but it took those points away, so that took about 4 points away from his final total. Alright, and another thing that happens is that there are 4 factions in this game. The Foltest Temeria deck, and it's more so the way that they do combat is through long range. So you have, I think, 4 factions. You have the Temeria deck that's primarily focused on long-range combat. The Nilfgaardian deck, which is the one that my opponent is using, is more so predicated on mid-range. And you have the monster deck that's all about upfront combat. And then you have the Scoia'tael, which is a elf deck. They are hybrids. You can use them as either close combat or mid-range combat, whichever way you want to use them. So the special effect that the Temeria deck has is that, well, with this leader card, there's like 5 or 6 different leader cards for each deck that you're able to use. You know, you have to figure out which best way works with your deck. In this case, with the leader ability, I'm able to take an impenetrable fog directly from my deck. Now, what this does is that it will put a shroud of mist over the mid-range attackers. So in this case, I have put the Biting Frost and the Impenetrable Fog on the field. So that affected his close combat monsters and his mid-range monsters, which works out in my benefit. Well, it would have if he didn't pull the torrential rain, which affects long range, which is what I was trying to do, but well, it didn't work. So it looks like the whole field is covered with weather, so all of our cards are going to be at 1. So I guess it just boils down to whoever has the most cards. Alright, you see that he passed, so now all I have to do is just get the 4 points, which I should be able to do. Alright, so I've already won, but just to add insult to injury, I'll just throw the rest of my cards out there. Doesn't really make a difference, just being an asshole. And I won. Like I said, I know it seems really confusing at first. There's a lot of rules and strategy that goes into it, but you know, if you have played this game or haven't played it, definitely try it out, because when I first played the game, I was confused by it. I didn't want to touch it, but after I actually sat down with it and gave it some time, I got hooked to it. So yeah, it's definitely, it gets easier the more that you play. I mean, me trying to explain it, I know it's not really going to make any sense, especially if you've never heard of it, but like I said before, you know, if you play the game, definitely spend some time with it. It's a really fun game inside the game.
Buy in or just...
I didn't mean to do that. No, I don't want to fight you. think I'm gonna go and see if I can get some new armor or weapons.
You ain't safe unless you got a Gabrielle. The auto-crank one-handed Gabrielle ensures you get the first shot and the last word.
Let me have a look at your stock.
Okay, he's an armorer, so he's not gonna have any weapons on hand. I'm gonna need to find a blacksmith, but it does look like he has some maps that I can use to find some really cool Witcher gear. And you can also buy diagrams from these armorers and blacksmiths that you're able to read yourself, and then you can take it to any armorer or blacksmith and have them craft it for you. It's an easier way to get a hold of some better weapons. You'll be able to find some, while you're playing the game, but they're pretty rare to come across. Some are more common than others, but if you can, definitely pick up these diagrams. You get quicker access to better weapons and armor. So yeah, he doesn't really have anything I want though.
So long.
Hide my elf. For the rest, well, she can't be friends. Should send them back to the witch. I'm curing of laziness.
Greetings, ma'am.
Good day to you, sir. Need something?
Got a matter for your village witch. Know where I can find her?
I don't bother with her myself. Ask my man. He'll know. Twerked his back so bad last week he could hardly move. So I sent him to the witch. Came back sprightly as a foal.
Where is he?
In the yard, no doubt. Payne's gone, but Sleuth's selling now. Should be hunting foxberries to feed our young ones. Marion's lad, and that man, he knows how to provide for his family. Got some water rats last. They had food for days.
What happened to your mum?
Good day. Heard you know where to find the local witch.
Who told you that?
Your wife.
Daft wench. Leave me be and don't listen to that nattering sow. We've not had a witch, shaman, nor cunning wench in ages.
You sure? Give it a think.
Won't take no for an answer, will ye? Ooh, all right. Know the small pond near the village? Path leads off from it. Follow that till you come across a lone rock. Walk around that, then to the woods. Find the old cart. You're there.
Thanks.
It's just... don't harm her, sir. Word of your kind's reached these parts.
My kind, meaning?
Well, the witch-burning kind.
Witch hunters have been here already?
Nay, but we've heard tell of 'em. So, when I spied you coming, swords and all, straight away, I thought the tales must be true.
I'm a witcher, not a witch hunter.
Hmm? What? Not one and the same?
No. No need to worry. I'm not out to hurt your witch.
Ooh, a weight off me heart, sir. She only arrived a short while ago, but she's frightfully wise. Even pleasant on the eyes. Skinny.
Thanks for your help. Farewell. Supposed to be a large stone near the pond.
Run, Roach.
There's the boulder. Now onto the cart.
That's it, Roach.
The cart. Witch's hut is somewhere nearby.
Miss, the cows are wheezing, won't rise from the barn floor. Pus streams from her snout.
Do I look like a dairymaid to you?
No, miss, but you know things. 'Tis our last cow. None other left in the village.
Rest died of hunger, or soldiers let him off. Oh, we're as good as dead without her.
I shall give you herbs. Mix them with water drawn from the spring at midnight, then make the cow drink them. But first, you must clean out your barn. Thoroughly. Is that clear?
Thank you, miss. 1,000 thanks.
Enough. I've had my fill for the day. Go home.
She's in a fellow mood. We'd best come back on the morrow.
Watch what you say. She's quick to hire.
Anyone home? Now, where's she run off to? Managed to amass quite a book collection. A pentagram in chalk. Don't often see baubles like this in Velen. Powerful aura. Must be some artifact or... So this is where she disappeared to. Well, well. Nice.
I was wondering how long it would take you, Geralt. I'm upstairs. Don't be shy. Greetings, Witcher.
Missed a spot.
Where? Hope you didn't come to talk.
No. To talk.
Turn around and wait.
Kira Metz, deep in the heart of Velen. Thought you hated the countryside.
I can assure you I do. Now more than ever.
Heard a witch lived out here. Never would have guessed it was King Foltest's former advisor.
I'm so pleased the world's still able to astound you, Geralt. I actually envy you that sense of wonder. common in children, knights errant, and morons.
Someone's grown irritable. Is that any way to greet an old friend?
I believe I greeted you with a pleasant view. Now tell me what brings you here.
So, bet you saw this question coming. What are you doing here?
Let me think. Enjoying the country air? Admiring the unspoilt scenery? Or is it furthering the age-old alliance between the city and its breadbasket? No. I'm in hiding, Geralt. Blind to the state of the world. Don't you see what's happening?
You mean the persecution mages now face?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Radovid's new pastime. Pursuing anyone with a whiff of magic about them. Witch hunters. Sound familiar? Murderers scouring the north from end to end. Burning books, hanging soothsayers, torturing herbalists.
Picked a strange place to hide.
I didn't pick anything. In the north, Radovid's men hunt sorceresses like fish in a barrel. Nilfgaard controls the south. Where was I to flee?
Emperor does keep mages on a short leash, but he lets them live and ply their trade.
Radovid and Enna differ in every respect except one. They share a deep hatred of the Lodge of Sorceresses. And I was a member.
So how's it feel to be the village witch?
Horrid.
No joy in having the boundless respect and trust of the local peasantry?
They'd respect anyone who could produce hemorrhoid cream.
Been here a while, haven't you?
Long enough for rot to set in. You cannot possibly imagine how much I detest this place.
Changing the subject. Any news of your sisters from the lodge?
None. We can't know too much about one another these days. It's safer that way.
Even tried to contact one another?
I've wanted to many times. But I've no way of knowing who would answer. Or who might be listening.
I'm looking for a certain young woman.
Oh, really? Who?
I'm looking for Ciri. That Ciri. And no one can know, understand?
Cirilla is here. The girl once sought by the Lodge of Sorceresses, and practically every ruler on the continent has landed here in Velen, and I know nothing of it. What is she doing here?
Indications are she's hiding from someone. I heard she quarreled with a witch, but if you don't know anything, sure you haven't seen her?
I'm certain I haven't. But recently someone asked me about an ashen-haired woman. He claimed she would stand out from the peasant crowd.
He say anything else about her?
Not so fast, Geralt. No humble plea, no offering for the witch.
What's your rate these days? A couple dozen eggs, 3 hens maybe?
My rate rises with every word you speak. I'm not sure you can afford the information anymore.
You're pricklier than I remembered. Isn't living in nature's lap supposed to be cleansing, calming?
Nature stinks. Oh, sod it, don't give me that look. I know it's Ciri we're talking about. It was an elf, this individual who asked about Cirilla. No flea-bitten Scoia'tael slob either, but an elven mage.
What was an elven mage doing in Velen?
Well, I tried to ask him, of course, about everything.
Of course.
Oh, but you know how elves are. He asked many more questions than he answered.
He say what his name was?
He didn't. And he wore a mask. Very secretive all around, but I liked him. He was intelligent and composed.
He say what he wanted with Ciri?
Only that they were to meet in Velen. He wished to know if she'd arrived before he did.
You leave any message for her?
No, but he asked that were I to meet her, I should lead her to him.
So you know where to find him?
Yes, he said he found a hideout in some elven ruins near the village of Midcox. I'll go there with you.
Why? Think I'll have trouble finding this place?
I've unfinished business with this elf. He promised me something, but he never delivered it. Besides, I know you think as I do, that she might be there. And I'd like to see Cirilla too.
Let's go then.
Yes, let's.
Been here before?
No. I was hoping the elf would return as he'd promised, or else his waif would appear. At any rate, I've no idea what to expect from this place.
Well, let's find out.
Come on!
Bossy, aren't we?
Gvela Glan.
The Wild Hunt.
What? Phantom Riders? That means... I thought they didn't exist.
Feast your eyes on the non-existent then. Got a navigator with them.
What?
Can you teleport us to the other side?
I'd rather teleport us home. Do you really mean to follow them?
Teleport. Hurry up.
I'm not sure I like any of this.
saggy titty water hag. Oh shit. Alright, come on, bitch. Oh, stop throwing that shit at me. Damn it. Damn. Ah, where did you come from? Oh, they're about to kill me. Must be his husband, her husband.
Lost your nerve?
Your wife is ugly as fuck. I hope you know that. At least y'all can die together. Oh, shit. That was more trouble than it should have been.
Kira?
Ah! Geralt! Geralt, do something! They're crawling out of those holes! Use a sign or bombs, anything!
Stay calm. They're only rats.
I hate rats!
You that afraid of rats? Could annihilate them with one spell. Fine, won't say anything. So what happened to you?
There's something here. Something that distorts teleportation. I've no idea how they managed to get to the other side problem-free.
Wild Hunt's teleportation magic is different. Got specially trained mages for that. Navigators, they call them.
They can have 3 helmsmen and a parrot for all I care. I'll not risk that again.
Let's go. Wild Hunt got a good head start on us, but we still stand a chance.
Have you gone completely mad? We must leave here at once.
I gotta know what the Wild Hunt's doing here.
But we came to find the elven mage, not fight the hunt.
If they reach him first, we won't get a chance to talk to him. Besides...
Go on. Finish. Wait. You've got some special interest in the hunt. Is this about Ciri? There's something you've not told me, isn't there?
Come with me and maybe I will.
Are you always like this? I'm beginning to feel sorry for Triss in the end. Oh, very well. Let's go. Gavella Glan.
Levante, la reine lunette.
That's him. That's the elf.
Avec toi, lady.
What was that? An illusion?
No. A morphotic projection.
What projection?
Something akin to a postbox for mages. Much safer than an ordinary letter, which anyone can intercept en route to its recipient.
Message was definitely for Ciri, daughter of the Gull, Laura Doran's heir.
Indeed. It is what the elves would title Ciri. But what was the bit about the sign of her sword? A riddle?
Yeah, not a hard one, though. Not if you know Ciri named her sword Tirel. Swallow.
Come now. Who aside from you would know that?
Might have been the point. Your elven mage secured the passage, hid it, so that only Ciri could find it.
He failed to foresee that someone like you would show up.
Nevertheless, I think he was expecting uninvited guests. Made some preparations. Let's hope the Wild Hunt ran into some obstacles.
Well then, let's go. Do you think following the swallows will suffice?
We'll see.
An old elven hoard.
Must have been how they got here by sea.
I wonder how long ago that was.
Careful. That oily yellow vapor, it's toxic.
I hardly need instruction from you. I recognized the Vulpine Morel immediately.
Vesemir told me that soon after he'd learned to cast it, he got out on the patch of these mushrooms.
What happened?
Well, he survived. Wounds on rituals. Come on.
Swallow. Seems we're headed the right way. Look, it's rather similar to that other pillar with the projection.
Ni forte sol esser. Silen. Ni forte sol esser. Ein silicate.
Help me. Does he mean that sea monster?
No, that's what Ciri named her mare. Horse could apparently gallop like a demon.
Good name for a horse. So, shall we look for it? Gavella Glam.
Silen. Mi forte sol esser. Eisic.
I wonder what all this means.
Drawing of a horse. For Ciri, must be.
Do I miss something? I almost have to climb back up to the top.
Another horse. Almost exactly like the last one. Let's see what this does.
Geralt, I don't know what you did, but it worked. Come back here.
Look, they're opening.
Let's go. Well, now I know what distorted my effort at teleportation. This very portal.
And I know why I landed in that drowner nest.
You should be pleased to emerge from the portal in one piece.
And everyone still wonders why I hate to be teleported.
We must try to activate it.
I think that's a... swallow.
Oh,
Sure it's safe.
of course. Gavella Glan. It's grown awfully quiet.
Is that bad?
A bit like the calm before a storm. I've a bad feeling about this.
Tyrael not recognized. Destroy the intruders.
Shit.
Gotta be careful of these things too, because they could definitely kill you in one hit.
That's so? Make sure and tell me beforehand next time.
My intuition's a fine instrument, Witcher. Don't underestimate it. I've some very good feelings about you, for instance. In several domains.
I think I'm going backwards. Okay.
Once you finally find Ciri, what will you do? Any plans?
Depends what she wants.
Imagined it. How it will transpire. What will she say?
I hate this armor, but it's a pretty tough boss battle coming up, so I figure I'd be able to use it at least for now.
What will she look like?
No.
I'm sorry for getting ahead of myself. At times I forget we hardly know each other. Certainly not enough to discuss personal matters.
Not to worry. We'll get there.
Oh, shit.
Show me what you got.
I think I came in here by mistake, not paying attention, but that's cool.
Let's go.
Gavella Glan.
Teleport over there.
We must activate it quickly. I've a feeling another golem's about to surprise us.
Another swallow.
Look, it worked. Come on. Look, we've managed to cross the bridge. This is where we saw the wild hunt.
Great. Means they're way ahead of us. Come on.
Gavella Glan.
Wild hunt. Definitely.
They destroyed the Major's sentries. Did he come here for a friendly chat with you?
Meaning you ever thought they might have? Froze them before they could attack.
Shut up!
Esai Isa. Java Doi Milin Yama. Ren! Shen Tabir!
What is this?
The White Frost. Mage from the hunt summoned it. Can you see all those cracks it's blowing through?
They're too far. We must get closer. I shall shield us with Demetia Press's surge. Stand at my side.
Darian Hanoi.
Ready.
Stay close. Hey, Nicola.
We must close them.
Want me to go?
I'll do it. Just cover me.
Come on, come closer. good. Just one more.
Hey, Nicola!
Come on. How long you gonna make it?
Angal Stamina! Worked! Darian Hanoi!
Kira. What's wrong?
It'll pass. That took a great deal of power.
Just don't faint on me.
Now, in your firm embrace, not in your life.
Love to be able to say we could stay here a while and rest.
I know. We must go on.
She just wanted to do that.
You blocked the passage. Maybe I can try.
Leave it to me.
Vela Glan.
Come, we might still catch them.
Thanks for your help. Pretty tough slog.
Good thing I came with you. You'd never have managed without me, would you? Come now, admit it.
Yeah.
He awaits us.
Never.
Alright, this is what I would say is the very first boss battle. It's the first time you actually get to fight a member of the Wild Hunt. It's not that hard, but you know, there's certain little things you gotta pick up on. His timing, what he's weak to, things like that.
You're stubborn, Dwarf.
Geralt, I shall help you.
Step back.
Stop telling me what to do.
I wonder how long you last.
Damn, you're ugly.
Geralt! Geralt, look! He's opening a passage.
Stay calm. Focus.
Damn it. Damn it. So close. Damn it. Alright, he's down.
Are you well and whole? I feared...
Unnecessarily. Let's look around. Alright, let's watch this message.
Sirel, this place is no longer safe. Do not tarry here long. Trust no one. And above all, beware the witches of Crookback Bog. Try to reach the place where last we were together.
Where last we were together, not much to go on. Damn it.
Perhaps it's best he didn't leave a clearer message. The Wild Hunt broke in here. Surely they saw the projection.
They searched everything. If they had more time, they'd probably have torn the place to the ground. But that doesn't change the fact that we haven't learned anything. Not about the elf, not about Ciri.
Well, we know they were well acquainted and traveling together.
Wonder why they split up.
Perhaps because the Wild Hunt was on the elf's trail, and Ciri would be safer if they did.
The witches of Crookback Swamp.
Crookback Bog.
Kira, if you're hiding something...
But I didn't say...
You know these witches?
I've never met them, but I've read of them. In an old manuscript I found in one of the huts in the village. It mentions the village witches venturing into Crookback Bog at times to liaise between the villagers and the crones, the ladies of the wood. The crones appear to be intolerant of outsiders, but they help the local folk. Apparently, they stop the spread of the plague in Velen.
What's your take on this?
I'd love to shrug it off as the nattering of so many old women, yet throughout my first fortnight in Velen, I had horrible nightmares. Something was calling me out into the swamps. One night, I decided to enter the dream consciously, render it lucid. I confronted the thing directly. It broke contact at once. Peaceful nights ever since.
How do I find them?
The swamps are vast, dangerous, but they say the crones mark the way for peasants who wish to visit them. The manuscript mentions a chapel in Crookback Bog, and from that chapel one must follow a trail of trees.
Trees?
Of course. They didn't read you bedtime stories at Clare Morgan. All normal folk know that witches live in gingerbread houses poised atop chicken legs.
I'll have to see that to believe it.
Take the tome and read it. I truly do believe we'll find you soon. All right then. As a start, let's look for a way out of here.
Good idea.
Why do we even come?
Mysterious mage herbalist. Strange. My medallion's trembling, but there's nothing here. What's with this wall?
It's an illusion. I sensed it as well. I expected we might run into such things, so I brought this.
Meaning what?
The Eye of Nahalani. It dispels illusions. It's easy enough to build, so you're welcome to this one. It's bound to come in handy. And each time it does, you will think of me.
Thanks.
Simple, isn't it?
Let's see where the passage leads.
Do you feel that? A flow of fresh air from the left. Must be an exit that way.
Good. Let's get out of here.
Wait, there's still the magic lamp.
The magic what now?
Lamp. The elf promised it to me in exchange for my help. And since his return here seems doubtful, I must retrieve it myself. If I can find it, that is. Will you help?
Yeah, I'll help.
Splendid. Come then.
Gavella Glan.
We're certain to find something here. Looks like another damned riddle to me.
Inscription here.
Show me.
Can you translate the inscription? I can decipher maybe a third, but that third doesn't make much sense.
Give me a minute. Variant of the Elder speech. Alright. This might seem a bit literal. I'm afraid I can't replicate its sophisticated internal rhymes.
Just translate it to make sense.
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first to light his fire dared not march on the end. The second, by the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune, and thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Sounds like a riddle, all right. Alright, let's see if we can solve this.
Lit up like a charm. Wait. Something just happened.
Behind that wall, a movement.
What? Whose grave is it? What do you think? No inscription, sadly.
Sign of the gull. If I didn't already know where she was buried, I'd guess this is Laura Doran's sepulcher.
Perhaps it's a monument to her.
Can't see the elves commemorating her this way. Heroine of a tragic legend to some, but most see her as a traitor to her race, who got her just deserts for marrying Cregennan of Laud.
Perhaps the elven mage is Lara's kin. It would explain why he's helping Ciri.
Possible. This what you're looking for?
Uh-huh.
So what's it supposed to do?
To activate it. Let's leave this place, shall we?
Going. An illusion.
At last. But it was worth it, right? You learned something about Ciri in the end. Something important. Do you intend to venture into Crookback Bog? You must tell me about it afterwards.
Don't know that I'll get the chance.
Geralt, there are 2 types of men. Those who see opportunity and take advantage, and those who forge the opportunities themselves. I've always seen you as an example of the latter. Besides, I've a favour to ask you. So, visit me sometime?
I'll stop by. You can be sure.
In that case, I shall be waiting.
See ya, Kira.
Alright, this is where I'm gonna stop for the night. As always, I want to thank everyone who came in to watch the stream, and everyone who will get a chance to watch it when the stream is posted to our YouTube channel. I'll try to do these more frequently. I'll try to also do it early. I know it's like, you know, damn near midnight on the East Coast, where most of the people that I follow and who follow me live. But I'll try to do these a little earlier whenever I do them again. But once again, we will be streaming on Saturday. It'll be me, Judy, and Brian. I'll be streaming the Gladio DLC from Final Fantasy 15. It'll probably be around I guess 5 o'clock West Coast time, 8 o'clock East Coast. But of course, we'll send tweets and the link whenever it goes up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get out of here. Once again, thank everyone for checking it out and who's gonna check it out when the video goes up. And we'll catch you next time. Peace.